Hello friends and welcome. Thank you for stopping by my channel again today. Don't you think, friends, that there's something about a bright, light-filled living room that makes a home feel instantly happier? My living room has always been on the darker side. With all the dark wood furniture and my deep brown leather sofa, the room can sometimes feel a little too heavy for me. So lately, I've been on a mission to brighten it up without replacing everything I already have. This is literally how my living room looked a few months ago. I actually love the character the dark wood brings into a room, and I really love my leather sofa, but when you have several dark pieces together, the overall effect can become quite heavy. And because I've been craving a lighter and brighter feeling in here, I've been looking for simple ways to change the atmosphere without completely changing the furniture. So today, I'm starting with one of the big pieces in the room, my Spanish-style coffee table. I'm giving it a lighter look, adding a few simple details, and then styling the rest of the room to see just how much of a difference these small changes can make. So let's give this dark living room a little glow up. Rather than replacing the coffee table or even painting it, I decided to see if I could simply give the top a lighter finish with something less permanent. I'm using the same white wood grain peel and stick that I used on my shelf makeover because I really liked how much lighter it made that area of the room. I love projects like this because sometimes you don't need a completely new piece of furniture. A small change to something you already own can completely change the way it feels in a room. Do you see these beautiful metal studs around the edges? I will cover them now with a peel and stick, but keep watching and see what I'll do later on to highlight them. Just like my previous application on the shelf, this is an easy one. I do not have to do too much adjusting before I have it right, and I'm already loving how it looks. Now that that's done, the peel and stick is nicely applied on top of the table. I want to cut out the peel and stick around the metal studs that I pointed out to you earlier. It's going to be a tedious job, but I think it will be worth it in the end. Over here, you can see that I'm tracing out the stud underneath with my finger and then using that as a guide to make the cut. So now all that's done, I'm using my utility knife to clean the edges of any extra peel and stick hanging from the sides. So here we are. This is neat, bright and clean, but I'm still not quite satisfied with the darker look of the metal studs. So we are going to highlight them using my trusted antique gold rub and buff. I'm rubbing with a small lint-free cloth, but I'm realizing I have to be really meticulous to not stain the white peel and stick. In hindsight, I should have done this before I did the peel and stick, but well, we live and learn. Did you see that? I still managed to stain the peel and stick. Well, it was inevitable that that happens, but I hope I can go back and clean it up later on. Also, in hindsight, using something like a cotton earbud would have been more precise and cleaner than what I'm doing right now. But again, we live and learn. I decided to do at least 3 layers of the rub and buff to give the effect I was looking for. I love how something so small can completely change the character of a piece. The gold picks up the light beautifully and gives the table a warmer, slightly more elegant feel. Now that the coffee table is finished, it feels like the perfect time to give the rest of the room a little refresh too. Before styling anything, I'm giving the carpet a really good vacuum. There's something about a freshly cleaned carpet and a tidied room that makes everything feel new again. And honestly, sometimes I feel a home refresh doesn't need to involve buying anything at all. Sometimes a good clean is the best place to start. And now, for the part I always enjoy most, styling. Because the table has a much lighter surface now, I can introduce some of my favorite decorative pieces without everything competing with the dark wood. And so I'm bringing some of the brightness onto the sofa too. These lighter cushions add color and softness against the dark brown leather, and I love how they instantly make the sofa feel a little more inviting. It's really making me realize that I don't necessarily need to get rid of the darker pieces I love. I just need to balance them. I'm going to start off with this vintage silver-plated tray, then anchor it with my Laura Ashley acrylic and silver candlesticks, then add this beautiful blue mosaic glass flower vase. Then I'll add these stackable gold-toned metal coasters. And finally, this last piece is a vintage brass candle snuffer. I really don't want the table to feel too busy, so I'll finish it off with a stack of coffee table books and this beautiful vintage hand-carved wooden storage box. I'm carrying the same idea over to the rest of the room by adding this simple flower arrangement and introducing some muted lighting to give it a cozy vibe. And here is a reminder of how my living room looked like before: dark, dull, and lifeless. And this is the final product, friends. I hope you're going to like it. Everything does not have to match perfectly. It just needs to feel brighter, warmer, and more welcoming, but still feel like this is actually my home. Also, I definitely want to continue in this direction as I slowly brighten the rest of my living room. Do you prefer the darker coffee table as it was, or do you like the lighter look? And if you're also trying to brighten a darker room without replacing all the furniture, I'd love to know what changes you have made. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today, and see you next time on another fabulous episode from Living with Lady Mo. Bye!